Sometimes, the most powerful moments are not spoken. No speeches, no headlines written in advance. Just a look, a pause, a breath shared between two people who have walked through storms together. Today, cameras captured something rare, something deeply human. A quiet moment between Prince William and Catherine, Princess of Wales. A moment so gentle, so unguarded, that it didn't need words to be understood. And yet, it spoke louder than any royal address ever could. This is not a story about protocol. This is a story about partnership, about love that doesn't perform, love that endures. Stay with us, because what you're about to witness is not just a royal moment. It's a reminder of what quiet strength truly looks like. In a world where every royal movement is choreographed, measured, and analyzed, silence is unusual. But on this day, silence became the loudest voice in the room. William and Kate stood side by side. No grand gestures, no rehearsed smiles, just a shared stillness. Cameras rolled, reporters watched. And yet, for a brief second, it felt as though the world faded away. Kate adjusted her posture slightly. William leaned in, not dramatically, not for the lens, but instinctively. It was the kind of moment that married couples recognize immediately, the kind that says, "I'm here, I see you, I've got you." And suddenly, millions watching felt it too.
Royal fans have seen waves, smiles, and perfectly timed handshakes for decades. But this was different. There was no performance here, no expectation. This was presence. William's expression wasn't polished, it was thoughtful. Kate's smile wasn't public, it was private. It was the look of two people who have weathered pressure most of us will never understand. Two people who learned early that strength doesn't always roar. Sometimes it whispers. Being the future king and queen is not just a title, it's a lifelong responsibility. From the moment William was born, expectation followed him like a shadow. From the moment Kate stepped into royal life, scrutiny became her daily companion. They didn't choose an easy path, they chose a meaningful one. And over the years, through public duty, private challenges, and relentless attention, they learned something essential. They are strongest when they stand together. That quiet moment wasn't accidental. It was the visible result of years of trust.
Their story didn't begin in palaces. It began in classrooms, laughter, uncertainty, and youth. They grew up together, learning not just how to love, but how to wait, how to support, how to choose each other again and again. That's what made this moment so powerful. It wasn't flashy romance. It was something deeper, a love shaped by time. In that moment, neither William nor Kate spoke, but their body language told a story. Trust, familiarity, reassurance. Kate didn't need to look at William to know he was there. William didn't need to reach out to show support. They were already connected. And in a world full of noise, that quiet connection felt revolutionary.
You don't have to be royal to understand this moment. Anyone who has held a loved one's hand in silence, stood beside someone during uncertainty, found comfort without words, recognized themselves in William and Kate. That's why social media paused. That's why comments flooded in. Not because it was royal, but because it was real. Leadership is often loud, but the strongest leaders know when to be still. William and Kate didn't command attention that day, they earned it. Their quiet moment reminded people that dignity doesn't demand applause. It commands respect through consistency, compassion, and calm. This is what the future of the monarchy looks like. Not perfection, but partnership. Not distance, but presence. Not performance, but authenticity. That quiet moment wasn't small. It was symbolic, a promise without words. After the camera stopped clicking, after the crowd shifted, one thing remained unchanged. They walked forward together. That's the part the world doesn't always see, the moments after the moment. And that's where their strength truly lives. Years from now, people may forget the event itself, but they'll remember the feeling, the calm, the closeness, the reminder that love doesn't need an audience. Because sometimes the quietest moments speak the loudest.
In a world that never stops talking, Prince William and Kate reminded us of something rare, that silence can be powerful, that love doesn't have to prove itself, and that the strongest bonds are often the quietest ones. If this moment touched you, stay with us, because the most meaningful stories are often the ones spoken without words.